Listen up. Today's topic is very important. Try answering this question. Is economic growth possible without the destruction of the environment? Based on humanity's experience, the answer should be no, since all economic growth has been gained at the expense of natural resources. So, since keeping our global economy on an upwards trend seems to be one of our main goals as a species, are we doomed? Not necessarily, since there are solutions. Today we discuss about one of the most important ones of them, so if you want life on Earth not to disappear, stay tuned to find out more about why we need to adopt a circular economy. As opposed to the current linear economy, in a circular economy, resources are treated as they actually are, namely finite. Therefore, the circular economy's principles aim to reduce our need of resources by extending the life of already manufactured products, to recycle products efficiently once they reach their end of life, and to eliminate waste. Not only that this planet's resources are finite, but there is also a limit up to which we can continue to pollute it. A circular economy is also an answer for our pollution problem. In fact, it is estimated that by changing the way we make and use products, we have the potential to address 45% of global greenhouse gas emissions, and this is a significant percentage. Currently, most companies make profit by selling as many products as possible. In order for them to switch to circularity, they will need to employ a business model that would incentivize them to actually produce less and keep in the economy for as much as possible each product they have already produced. Such a business model would be based on offering products as a service, and we started to experience it in the form of subscriptions. Customers pay for any resulting value, outcome, or service, but the company providing this service retains the ownership of the physical products. Think about Netflix or any other online streaming platform. They don't sell physical movies, but the service that allows people to watch movies. By reducing or actually eliminating everyone's need of physical products, in this case DVDs or Blu-rays, they reduce our need of raw materials, thus our waste. Since a company in the circular economy would retain the ownership of its products, it makes perfect business sense that it would design its products to be as durable as possible, so that they are kept in use longer and require as little maintenance as possible. The company would also design the products to be easily recyclable, so that their valuable components would be reused efficiently and the company won't need to buy as many raw materials again. This is extremely important because this is what would enable sustainable development. Many companies already employ the subscription-based model and prove that it is possible to be as profitable or even more profitable than using the linear model, because each product designed for circularity that they sell would bring recurring income from the subscriptions. Apart from IT and media companies like Netflix, Disney, Amazon or Microsoft, car manufacturers like Volvo or BMW also started to offer subscriptions for their cars. In fact, a circular economy benefits more stakeholders. Think about it. At the moment, the only ones who truly benefit are the shareholders of the companies. But by employing circularity, the customers would also benefit because they would have access to products without the full cost of buying them upfront, would not have to worry about the maintenance, and will have the flexibility to change the products or to return them and cancel the subscription at any time. The environment will also benefit, because it will be less polluted and it will have more time to regenerate. It is important to mention that, like any radical change, see the electric car revolution, the transition to the circular economy will not be easy and it will be expensive, because companies need to redesign their supply chains and their products. Since they will retain the ownership of the products, they would also be burdened with more logistics. It is actually estimated that the cost of transitioning for the EU can be as high as 108 billion euros. But considering the benefits already mentioned and the fact that circularity can bring companies recurring income, adopting circular principles is definitely worth the costs. This transition is not happening fast enough for us to reduce and reverse the damages created by the current consumerism model. Even though companies understand that they can make the switch, they are not willing to spend more money to accelerate this transition. However, there are two elements that would force them to transition faster: the policy of the governments and the demand generated by consumers. Each one of us can influence these elements. On the political side, you can demand your local politicians to support this transition, and you can vote for the ones who consider the circular economy a priority. On the commercial side, remember that companies produce what people want, and with each product you purchase, you literally vote on what is our collective demand, and this is very powerful. You should care about this, because with the current economic system based on fast consumption, we literally destroy the environment of this planet, and it does not need to be this way since we have alternatives. The circular economy is a viable solution that can enable us to live a good life within the limits of our planet. So why wouldn't you want to do good when you have the power to do it? If you learned something from this video, give us a like and don't forget to subscribe. We mentioned that the current linear economy is flawed, but if you want to learn more about the topic, check out this video in which we go in much more detail. See you next time.